Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're fine. Today we're going to work with Unit 7, Past Perfect and Gerunds. This is our last session, I think. Alright, so let's start the session. Last class we talked about relative clauses, remember? She is the person who I talked to you about. That's an example of a relative clause. The cat which we saw yesterday. Justin Bieber, the singer that sings Despacito. These three are examples of relative clauses. A relative clause, is indicated by a W indicator or a that. Entonces las relative clauses, que es lo que vimos en la clase pasada, están indicadas por who, which y that, ¿ya? Recuerda, solo para recordar que who siempre es usado for people, only for people, which for objects, and that people and objects, alright? That's it. Relative clauses give you additional information about something. She is the person who I talked to you about. She is the person who I talked to you about. Who I talked to you about is additional information to the main sentence. Alright? That's it. Simplemente para finalizar este recordatorio, las relative clauses te dan información adicional sobre la oración original, ¿ya? En este caso dice, ella es la persona de la que te hablé ayer, de quién te hablé ayer. Ese de quién te hablé ayer es información adicional para que tú sepas de quién te estoy hablando. Ese es el auto el cual vimos ayer. Ese auto, el que vimos ayer. El que vimos ayer o el cual vimos ayer es información adicional para que tú puedas identificar the car we are talking about. Alright? So that's what we talked last class. Now, at the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to describe past experiences using past perfect and identify the use of gerunds and infinitives. Listen, this is a very, very extremely grammatical class. Esta es una clase extremadamente gramática. Nos vamos a enfocar en aspectos totalmente gramáticos porque es algo un poco más avanzado, ¿ya? Solamente lo vas a poder ejercitar de forma gramática también en tus tareas. Es lo único que podemos hacer al respecto de este contenido por esta ocasión. Alright, so try to be patient and let's start the class. So, as I said, today the class will be divided into two sections. The first section will be devoted at the grammatical tense past perfect, and the second tense will be also focused on grammar, however that will be the use of the gerunds. Entonces, vamos a estar divididos en dos partes. En el aspecto gramático del past perfect y los gerunds. Alright. So, to begin with, let's talk about what we did yesterday. Hablemos de lo que hicimos ayer. Un ejemplo, obviamente. There's no way I know what you did yesterday. No hay ninguna forma de que yo sepa lo que tú hiciste ayer. No, there is any way that you know what I did yesterday. So let's try and imagine. You practiced your sport yesterday. ¿Practicaste what? Your sport yesterday. That's quite normal and it's quite possible. Likely. Alright? Yes, you did. The phone never stopped vibrating. The phone never stopped vibrating. You knew your friends were texting you. The phone never stopped vibrating. You knew your friends were texting you. Right. Texting es mandarte mensajes. Vibrating, tal cual tú crees, es vibrar. By the end of the training, you had received 1,032 messages in your WhatsApp group. By the end of the training, you had received 1,032 messages in your WhatsApp group. Alright? So, you practiced your sport yesterday, the phone never stopped vibrating, you knew your friends were texting you, and by the end of the training, you had received 1,032 messages in your WhatsApp group. Alright? Good. That's the first example. Example number 2. Although their dog hadn't been out for a good while, they didn't take their dog for a walk yesterday. Although their dog hadn't been out for a good while, they didn't take their dog for a walk yesterday. Aunque su perro no había estado afuera por un buen rato, o por un buen tiempo, ellos no lo llevaron a pasear ayer. Alright? Although their dog hadn't been out for a good while, they didn't took their dog for a walk yesterday. Alright. And example number 3. This is a timeline. Esta es una línea del tiempo. Fíjate mientras yo voy explicando. He finished his job at 3 p.m. He finished his job at 3 p.m. Alright. His sister started cooking for lunch at 2 p.m. She started cooking for lunch at 2 p.m. She finished cooking at 3 p.m. Finished cooking at the same time that he finished his job. He got home at 4 p.m. He got home at 4 p.m. She had already eaten lunch by then. She had already eaten lunch by then. Ya, entonces, él terminó su trabajo a las 3. Su hermana había comenzado a cocinar a las 2 y terminó de cocinar a las 3. Él llegó a casa a las 4. Ella ya había comido su almuerzo para entonces. Okay? So there have been 3 structures marked in these 3 examples. Obviamente, como siempre, han habido 3 estructuras marcadas en estos ejemplos, ¿verdad? And what we have just done is to use past perfect for describing these 3 experiences. Estas estructuras entonces corresponden a lo que diríamos past perfect, que es lo que usamos para describir estas 3 experiencias. Wait, what? Past perfect? Why? I thought there was only present perfect. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Pasado perfecto? ¿Por qué? Solo pensé que había presente perfecto. Ojo, no es lo mismo. Vamos viendo. Te voy a explicar al tiro. You had received 1,032 messages. She had already eaten lunch by then, although the dog hadn't been out for a good while. Had received, hadn't been, had eaten. Solo para recordarte, si fuera presente perfecto, sería has o have. ¿Ya? Esta es la estructura gramática del pasado participio. Had plus verb in past participle. ¿Ya? Su traducción sería había recibido, había estado, había comido. Esto quiere decir que lo usamos para hablar de cosas que pasaron antes del punto de referencia del que estamos hablando. Yo sé que es un poco complicado de comprender, pero voy a mostrarles un video que también espero sea más aclaratorio de lo que estoy diciendo. Todas las cosas los ejemplos que dimos, the 3 examples that we gave, were positioned in the past. Fueron cosas que estábamos hablando del pasado. Y lo que estaba en pasado perfecto eran cosas que habían pasado antes de lo que estábamos describiendo. Eso es lo que yo quiero decir. Por ejemplo, volvamos un poco más atrás. Él llegó a la casa a las 4 y ella ya se había comido el almuerzo. He got home at 4 p.m. and she had already eaten lunch by then. Ya se había acabado esa acción cuando él llegó a la casa. El punto de referencia de lo que estamos hablando es en el pasado, cuando él llegó a la casa. Eso ya pasó, no es de hoy. Y aún en ese pasado existe esta cosa que es aún más anterior, que ella ya había terminado de hacer. Ella ya había almorzado. Alright? I don't know if you understand. No sé si entiendes. But we're going to watch a video anyway, so you'll understand. Alright? Good. So as I said, you need a point of reference in the past in order to use past perfect. When we use past perfect, we are talking about something that happened before another thing in the past. Empecé por la parte de abajo porque es lo más importante, ya que dije que necesitamos un punto de referencia, es para poder hablar de algo que ya había pasado antes. ¿Ya? Repito. When we use past perfect, we are talking about something that happened before another thing in the past. Cuando usamos pasado perfecto, hablamos de algo que pasó antes de la otra cosa de la que estamos hablando. ¿Ya? Y eso es a lo que le llamamos punto de referencia. As this is hard to comprehend, let's watch an explanatory video about it.
Present perfect versus past perfect from espressoenglish.net. Both the present perfect and the past perfect talk about something that happened before a point in time, called the reference point. In the present perfect, our reference point is the present, and in the past perfect, our reference point is in the past. Let's look at some examples. Present perfect. I have been to Japan twice. You can see that our reference point is the present, and the 2 trips to Japan are in the past. We don't know exactly when, but they happened before the reference point, before the present. Past perfect. I had been to Japan twice by the time I was 10 years old. In this case, our reference point is in the past. I am 28 years old in the present, and in the past I was 10 years old. The 2 trips to Japan happened before I was 10 years old, before the reference point in the past. Here's another example. My husband has already eaten breakfast. It means that he has eaten breakfast sometime in the past, before the present moment, which is our reference point. Now look at an example in the past perfect. When I woke up, I saw that my husband had already eaten breakfast. The reference point is now the moment in the past when I woke up, and my husband had eaten breakfast before this reference point in the past. You can form the present perfect with have or has plus the past participle. I have been. He has eaten. Form the past perfect with had plus the past participle. I had been. He had eaten. In spoken English, it's very common to use the short form. In the present perfect, I've been and he's eaten. And in the past perfect, I'd been and he'd eaten. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English. If you liked this video, please share it.
So, did you understand? ¿Entendiste? Let's see the difference between present perfect and past perfect. So, she has already eaten lunch by then. She had already eaten lunch by then. En el presente perfecto, in the present perfect, the point of reference is present. Estamos hablando desde el presente sobre algo que pasó. En el caso contrario, past perfect, we are talking about from the past about something from the past. Estamos hablando desde el pasado sobre algo del pasado. ¿Te fijas? Espero que te haya quedado un poquitito más claro. Pero en uso te darás cuenta que no es tan común en escrito, así que no es tan difícil tampoco. Y la fórmula es bastante simple. The structure is pretty simple. Alright? So as I was saying, to finish this, we use past perfect to describe something that happened before something else that we described. Alright? Right. Thank you. So, the structure is as it follows. The affirmative form. Subject plus past form of have plus verb in past participle plus the rest of the sentence. Sujeto. La forma pasado de have, que es had. El verbo en pasado participio, que está en esa lista de irregular verbs en el caso de los verbos irregulares, tercera columna. En el caso de los verbos regulares simplemente termina en ed el verbo. Y el resto de la oración. ¿Ya? I had done my homework. Yo había hecho mi tarea. Yo había hecho mi tarea. She had created the cure for stupidity. Ella había creado la cura para la estupidez. Si fuera esto presente perfecto, no sería había, sino que sería ha creado, ha hecho. ¿Ya? Perfect. Negative form. Subject plus past form of have plus not verb in past participle plus rest of the sentence. I hadn't done my homework. No había hecho mi tarea. She hadn't created the cure for stupidity. Ella no había creado la cura por la estupidez. You see? Very simple, very common, is nothing that you haven't seen before. Bastante simple, bastante común y no es nada de lo que no hayan visto antes. Interrogative form. Past form of have plus subject plus verb in past participle plus rest of the sentence. Como siempre cambiamos entonces el orden de las cosas. Had plus I plus I had done plus my homework. Had I done my homework? ¿Había hecho mi tarea? Has she created the cure for stupidity? ¿Había creado ella la cura para la estupidez? You see? The same as usual. Lo mismo de siempre. Good. So, I hope this is clear. Remember, if you have questions, just let me know. Send me an email, whatever you need. Alright? Finally. Now let's go to the gerunds and infinitive. This is going to be very briefly because there is not much to explain, to be honest. Esto va a ser bien breve porque no hay mucho que explicar para hacer esto. Esto se da con la práctica y con el uso, te vas a dar cuenta. So, gerunds and infinitives are nothing else but ing ending activities and two verbs. ¿Qué quiero decir con esto? Two examples. I like playing football. I like to play football. I like playing football. Here you have a gerund. And I like to play football. There you have an infinitive. Un gerundio simplemente es el uso del ing en algunos verbos. ¿Ya? Y el infinitivo es cuando el verbo no está conjugado y simplemente está puesto to play, to do, to create, to do, ya dije to do, to sleep. Eso es un infinitivo. ¿Ya? Gerundio entonces es cuando la actividad está termina en ing y el infinitivo es cuando está sin conjugar el verbo y se pone to. Lo que en español traduciríamos como verbos en ar, ir. Como dormir, como jugar, como crear, como creer. ¿Te fijas? Y el gerundio serían los como jugando, yendo, haciendo. ¿Ya? Ahora, en este caso, I like playing football. I like to play football. En español se traducirían de la misma forma. Me gusta jugar fútbol. Me gusta jugar fútbol. Alright? No me gusta jugando fútbol ni nada por el estilo. I like playing football. Me gusta jugar fútbol. Alright. Y aquí te voy a decir cuándo se usan unos que otros. So we use gerunds after certain verbs like I enjoy singing. Alright? You don't usually say I enjoy to sing. That sounds weird. Alright? After prepositions, I drank a cup of coffee before leaving. Yo sé que lo de las preposiciones no es algo que a lo mejor te sepas de memoria, pero si te las sabes de memoria, te va a ser bastante simple, ¿ya? Después de las preposiciones como las que te sabes en español, ante, bajo, todas esas, el verbo siempre tiene que ir en ing, ¿ya? Before doing something, after doing something, I don't know, whatever preposition comes to your mind. and as the subject or object of a sentence. Swimming is a good exercise. Se usa como gerundio, dice como sujeto o objeto de una oración, ¿ya? Swimming is a good exercise. Swimming es el sujeto, ¿ya? También podríamos agregar que se usa cuando hablamos de la actividad en sí. Swimming puede ser considerado nado. No de que yo nado, sino nado como la actividad en sí, de nadar, ¿ya? O, a ver, playing. Playing is good for you. Jugar es bueno para ti. You see? Alright, I hope that's clear. And then we have the infinitive. And it is like this. After certain verbs, again, we decided to leave. Decidimos irnos. After many adjectives, not all adjectives, but many. It's difficult to get up early. Alright? The adjective here is difficult. And the infinitive is to get. Good. And to show purpose. I came to London to study English. Vine a Londres a estudiar inglés. Alright? So these are the three main uses that we have to infinitives. Yeah? After certain verbs, after many adjectives, and to show purpose. Let's see some more examples. Generally speaking, gerunds are used mostly after verbs that show preference. Generalmente, digamos, en general, los gerundios están usados después de verbos que muestran preferencia. I love doing, she loves doing, she likes, he likes reading, we enjoyed swimming, we prefer dancing, and so on. Siempre que hay un verbo que muestra preferencia, el verbo que la acción que sigue tiene que ir en ing, que sería como la actividad en sí, más que un verbo. Eso puede sonar un poco enredado, pero también te lo da el uso. Las cosas que estamos viendo hoy son cosas que solamente es el uso lo que te da como el conocer y entender esto perfectamente. I love doing this. I love studying. You love practicing your sport. Tú amas practicar tu deporte. O amas la práctica de tu deporte, etc. Alright? Whereas infinitives are used after many adjectives and to show purpose. Los infinitivos, por otra parte, son usados después de varios adjetivos y para mostrar propósito. It's hard to, it's dangerous to, it's difficult to, and so on. Es difícil hacer tal cosa, es peligroso tal cosa, es difícil, bla, bla, bla. You see? I'm going to create a video. To create a video, purpose. She has to do it. To do it, purpose. We came to study, purpose, and so on, and so on. Alright? Eso es básicamente. En los ejercicios que te voy a mostrar, que van a ser algo más difíciles que los de la prueba, vas a notar que no hay mucha dificultad en esto. Alright? Fine. So, they are interchangeable in some respects, especially when talking about activities, as in the first example. Esto ya te lo mencioné antes. They are interchangeable. Son intercambiables en algunos aspectos, especially when talking about activities, as in the first example. I like playing football. I like to play football. These two sentences mean the same. Estas dos oraciones significan lo mismo. Pueden tener pequeñas diferencias de acuerdo al contexto, pero nada muy importante y siempre un nativo te va a entender lo que tú quieres decir con esto. Alright? So in these respects, they may be interchangeable. Alright? Fine. So, what did we learn today? Today we learned the use of past perfect. We practiced some examples and we see the structure. Affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. And we also learned the use of gerunds and infinitives. Alright, we learned when do we use them, that they are interchangeable with some examples and all that. I hope you have enjoyed this brief class. I hope you do very well in your tests, and I hope you have a good life. So have a nice night, a nice day. Bye bye.